Before I start talking today, I'd just like to show off a few numbers coming from Metacritic and see if you guys can notice anything interesting about them. Did you notice the difference between the user score and the critic score? And in fact, if you look down at the ratings breakdown, you'll notice that a lot of people like the game and a lot of people hate the game. How is it possible that some people would rate a game as terrible while others will rate it as fantastic? There's this crazy fact about game design that good or bad design directly depends on the player. What works for one person might not work for another. Our own experiences depend on two major pieces of information: our needs and our expectations going in. Our needs are what we look for when we play a game. Some people like thinking and planning, while other ones like running and gunning. No matter how good a Japanese RPG is, if somebody comes in looking for a shooter, they're going to have a bad experience. Expectations, on the other hand, often have nothing to do with our own game. We rarely go into a game completely blind. We've seen the videos, we've seen the screenshots, we know the genre and what that genre generally holds. When we go into this game, we have a picture of that game, what it should be or what it will be, already formed in our head. This picture that we start with, that we are looking for, will directly influence how we enjoy the game. If the game turns out to meet all of these expectations, we're going to have a positive feeling. If it doesn't meet them, no matter how good the game actually is, it's going to fall short. It's going to have a negative effect on our experiences. The expectation has already been formed by the existing games. As a designer, these are going to be some of the most important things that you're going to have to learn. Understanding how a player sees the game rather than seeing the game as its own entity. Learning how to manage their expectations, learning how to attract the right players or fill the needs, that is going to become the most important tool of being a game designer. Now I'm going to go into a little more details next time about how you can understand these in yourself, because if you can study the habits in your own play style, you'll eventually be able to learn from other people's play style.